Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Spice and Wolf episode number 4 reaction. Okay, the previous episode we get to know a little bit more about the whole Brindle's proposition that guy brought to us. I forgot his name. But the whole thing with the coin, later on being made into a different coin which will have higher amount of purity than the current one, that turns out not, or for now at least, we realize that's not what's happening, but the reverse is actually happening. When Hollow used those coins to kind of, like kind of do something like this and kind of shake it in front of her ears, she was able to figure out that the newer coins are like lesser in purity, so their purity is decreasing. So now Lawrence is like, what to do in this situation? If the purity increased, we could do something, but since it's decreasing, like, what do we do? And in the end, he got like an idea to do something, and for that he needs to go to that place. I forgot the place's name, but where they're trading stuff for the furs that he's trading for materials. He's like let's go there. So I'm guessing his plan has something to do with that. So let's see what happens over there and how Lawrence turns this around to be profitable to him, even though it seems like it's not that much profitable. So let's see what he does. So yeah, this is episode number 4. Let's get started. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it with whichever is your preference, and let's begin. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this guy's back again. Hmm. You travel through. Oh, okay. Right, there's someone just there listening to them. Hmm. Romantic merchant and moonlit farewell. Okay. Oh, so they were Lawrence's people. Okay, to right, right. Hmm. Yeah. From the merchants who will be in a hurry to sell. Ah, interesting. Announce the losses since it may. Okay, I see what he's doing. All right. Yeah, like what will they do with that? Hmm. Okay. He realized later on that he like Hollow duped him completely. That's why he mentioned that. Okay. Hmm. What? Okay. Oh no. Oh, the chair. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, she's going to sleep. Oh. Oh no. Oh god, I feel like this will be a some. Oh no. This might be a problem later. Maybe she really had something important to tell. Hmm. Richtig. Okay. Media trading. Oh. Then. Ah. Damn, this has layers to it. Okay. Right. Yeah. This is how Lawrence is going to make money off of this. Okay, it makes sense. It's 10%. I'll get 50%. Damn. Oh god. Well, okay. Oh no, she's okay. You shouldn't count your chickens before the hatch. Like, I feel like it's not going to go the way he thinks it is. Ugh. Ah. So it's. Hmm. Hmm. That's it. Hmm. Yeah, she's like, you promised me to take me to. Mhm. Yeah. What? Okay. Mhm. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, long-lived creatures. Yeah, I can see the similarities because traveling merchants, as he said, they never make close acquaintances or friends. Oh, bruh. Yeah, like I was saying, like we still haven't. I literally said that. You shouldn't count your chickens before they hatch. Oh boy. Oh my god, you should have. Whoa. Wait, is something happening? Oh yeah, I. Oh god, yeah, that's true. Bro, that is true. Like, oh god. Did we jump through the window? Yeah, I guess. Is she going to transform or something? Oh no! Hey, jump! Okay. I thought she was going to transform and like carry him off or something on her. But like Lawrence is afraid of her wolf form, so. Hey! Oh god. Hey, this is. Oh god, run! Damn, this. Okay. Uh, God damn, they have like clubs or something on their hands, like and sticks. There's no one here. I guess like it's nighttime, but still. Yeah, you're triggering a death flag? Really? Okay. Right. Hmm. Oh no. There's someone there? I love her ears are just moving. Uh, no, I think that'll be a bad idea. Yeah, I guess. Hmm. Damn. So she's saying I'd rather die than like live alone. No, wait. Oh my god. I was gonna say wait for a little bit. He immediately rushed. Okay, I guess. I hope there's no one. Oh god, I. Oh god. Oh, oh. The- Yeah, like they're coming and banging the. Well, right. Right. Oh, oh no. Yeah, because he was with them. She was with him. Oh lord, he's digging too deep into this. He's digging too deep. It's not good if he digs too deep because collecting coins. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, because but okay, wait. Yeah, then may it would make sense. Oh no, do they know that Hollow is no, wait. Yeah, that is true. Then well, so now we are screwed. Like they're not going to help us because they're like, yeah, like they don't have any reason to get you. We don't have any reason to help you either. Yeah. Is it like personal grudge? Some leverage. Lev. Wait. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. They even sent a few of her. Okay, he'll tell them now. Okay, yeah, so that was the leverage. I see. Okay, I was thinking, I was like, what leverage does like Lawrence even have? But I guess if they realize that Hollow is a wolf, then that would be the leverage. Okay, Well, there goes the chances of keeping Hollow's identity secret out the window. Hmm. Hmm. And that is it. I think. Is that it? No. Oh. Who is this? Okay, right. They decided to end it there. Well, there you go. That was today's episode. Um, right. Yeah, things are not looking good, and we know, like, okay. So here's the thing. First of all, Lawrence in the end decided to tell that dude about Holo, because obviously he was constantly asking that, come on, Lawrence, there must have something, some kind of a leverage that you have over us, which is why they're targeting you guys instead of, like, because the whole thing was like over. As soon as Lawrence gave them the information, they had no more values. Lawrence and Holo had no more value because it's over. They already know the situation. Now they'll take that step. So yeah, I mean, I didn't think about it. Why would they target these two unless and until like Lawrence has some leverage, and that leverage turned out to be Holo's identity. So now the question here is that, so they knew that Holo is a wolf, or maybe they must know from before that Holo is a wolf. Because I was going to say, oh, maybe they didn't know, but when they captured Holo, then they got to know. But that wouldn't make sense, because if they didn't know, why were they targeting them in the first place? They must have known from the very beginning that Holo's a wolf, and they targeted them. That is why. So at first I was thinking maybe personal grudge, but then it makes no sense. Why would they send 4 or 5 people, more than that, just for personal grudge? Like, really? Yeah, no. So turns out they knew, and by the looks of it, it seems Holo recognizes this person in the end. The one in the thing. So I do wonder who that is. Maybe it's a character we don't know. Maybe we'll get to know them. Maybe it's someone Holo knows, or maybe it's someone we know, but for now we are not really like the person that I don't know. Like, it would make sense for the person in the end to be that dude, the one who was bringing us information. The rookie merchant, as he called himself. What is his name? Zeren or something? Like, it would be interesting if it turns out to be him in the end, because like then it would be an interesting twist, because we thought we would have, up until now we were thinking that, oh, he's just one of the one of the pawns in the grand scheme of things. But in the end, it turns out he's like the big mastermind or something. That'd be kind of interesting. But I don't think that's going to happen, or who knows. You know what? Let's wait and see. Either it's someone only Holo knows from her past, or it's that dude, Zeren guy. Otherwise, I don't know. You know what? Let's wait and see. So yeah. So that's what's going on here. So yeah, now I wonder how the guy from the Millionaire Merchant, like that dude, how is he going to react to this? He now knows that, because Lawrence told him that Holo is the deity, the deity of bountiful harvest. So after knowing that, I do wonder how he's going to react to this, So yeah, like, I would expect him to, I don't know, like, what can I say? Like, he's a merchant, isn't he? Yeah. So I don't think he will. I don't know. Like, I don't think he'll be. What I'm trying to say here is that I don't think he will be like enraged or something, like, oh no, she's a monster or something, like lock her up or something like that. I doubt that will be his reaction, but since he's a merchant, I would think, like, because it did seem like in the end he was very surprised. He was like, what did you say? He was like, very surprised in the end. Where's that part? Just a minute. Okay, the incarnation of a wolf that brings a bountiful harvest. And he's like, what? Like, his reaction is very like animated. So I think, like, I don't know, maybe he's like, something's going on. Like, why was he so surprised hearing that? Like, I guess it makes sense. Like, here's the thing: if this is something that if the thing that Lawrence said, if that really surprises you, or if something that you haven't heard before, then I would have expected his reaction to be more of the, like, what can I say? Like, more of the puzzled type. He would have been like, What are you talking about? A reincarnation of a wolf of the bountiful harvest? What does that even mean? I would expect his reaction to be like this. The way he reacted, it makes me think that he knows about this, like, about Hollow or something like that, because he like, and his reaction was very well, like, very animated and very vocal. So I don't think someone, like, getting to know about this for the very first time would react like that. It seems like he either knows Hollow or has heard about Hollow from before somewhere. That is why he was so surprised. He's so surprised and something. And since if that's what it is, then I would think that in the next episode he will probably help us out, to bring Hollow out of there. Because if he has heard about her, or if he knew Hollow from before, then he would definitely help us out. Yeah, something like that. So let's wait and see. Other than that, yeah, this is a good episode. Like, we get to see the whole situation. Okay, another thing that that I was thinking in the previous episode, I was thinking, how is Lawrence going to make this into a profit for himself? Because the purity of the coin is not increasing, it's decreasing. How is he going to use that? So it turns out it's a very simple method. He just went to Millionaire Trading and talked to the dude over there. Or no, talked to that merchant who bought those, furs from him, and told him everything. And he was like, okay, like, I'll keep that in mind and I'll do more investigation. And then he's like, okay, so if your information is correct, then I think he said, like, he'll get like a cut out of it. Okay, here we go. Here's the part. Later, the next day, I think he goes and meets like that dude, Richten Marheit. That's his name, branch manager. Okay, Richten, and he's like, okay, like, we'll take on this deal. And he talks about the whole Medio, like, thing. And okay, so here's where he says the money. Okay, where is it? Here we go. Let's begin talks about our shares. So the amount he'll get out of this, as he says, okay, 200,000 trainees. The whole situation is like involves like at least 200,000 trainees. If things go well, 400,000 training silver coins will move. Okay, if the trading company gets 10% of the profit, I'll get 50%. So that means 2,000 silver coins he's getting. So that will be his whole, like, gain from this if it goes smoothly. And yeah, and that is how he's going to make money off of it. Very simple. Like I said, just go and talk to the trading company, and let them do most of the work, and obviously in the end you'll get a big share out of it, because he's the one who brought the information and everything. So yeah, like, like, I was thinking of a lot of other things. I was thinking, oh, maybe he's going to like buy like stuff with this money for now and keep those stuff later on when the purity will decrease. He'll sell these and come back here and exchange them for the lower purity coins. I was thinking of all of those things. No, none of that. No, like, no complicated business. Simple, very simple. Just go and talk to them and tell them that, oh, this is what's happening, and then and they'll take care of the whole situation. You'll get a share out of it. The share of the profit out of it, because you're the one who gave the information, I guess. So yeah, plain and simple. But obviously, doing this, as we got to see in the end, brought more trouble on their plate. But it turns out the trouble that got brought wasn't even for the reason, like, for the reason, why he, like, like the whole thing with giving this information to Richten. It turns out that trouble that was brought in wasn't even because of that. It's because of something completely different. Somehow these guys know about Hollow, and that's why they targeted Lawrence. And also the fact that it seems like they're keeping Hollow like as a hostage. Otherwise, why would they send a letter to Lawrence? So they think that Lawrence, or not Lawrence, but like even if not Lawrence, but the Milone Trading Company will probably, or no, I think they think that wait, who was the letter intended for? Wait a minute, just a minute, let me check that first. The ransom letter, not ransom letter, but the letter that comes in the end. Who was it intended for? Let me check that first. Then I'll understand one thing. One thing will be more clear to me. Where's that part? Okay, excuse me. A letter was tossed into our grounds. Oh, so it wasn't intended for anyone. It just tossed it. Okay, so it doesn't answer my question of were they intending this letter to go to Richter or Lawrence? Lawrence is here. They knew about it, so they just tossed it here. And okay, now why I was saying that it would make like I would understand what their intention is if I realized who the letter was intended to. Like if the letter was intended to Lawrence, then I would think that they gave this letter to Lawrence because they think that Lawrence will definitely try to bring Hollow back, and that is how they might bring Lawrence might try and ask help from the Milone Trading company and from Richter. That's his name, isn't it? Wait, am I making a mistake? Wait. Oh, I think I'm making a mistake with his name. Wait a minute. Richten, not Richter. Okay, Richten. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. So if they send it to Lawrence, then I would think that their plan is to give the letter to Lawrence so that Lawrence how comes in contact with Richten and tries to get their help to bring Hollow back. But if they intended this letter to go to Richten from the very beginning, then I would think that they think that Hollow is important for the company or whatever, not important, but these people have a reason to get Hollow back. That's what I'm trying to think, because I'm not really sure how Richten is going to react to the fact after knowing that Hollow is this mystical wolf. But since Lawrence has told Richten about that, it can either go in, like I said, he can either react to this in a negative way or a positive. I'm thinking he's probably going to react in a more positive side of the way, because otherwise in no way are we getting Hollow back. Because if he reacts in a negative way, he's not going to help us out. So then what will we do after that? Unless and until he reacts to this in a neutral or a positive way, we aren't getting his help to rescue Hollow. So that's the thing. So yeah, right. Okay, a lot of things are happening, like I said. Let's wait and see what's going to happen next episode. But yeah, a lot bigger thing is going on in the background than we thought that's happening. So yeah. Anyways, and that was today's episode, I think. Was there anything else? No. Wait, another thing. How? Wait. In the end, you see when Hollow was fluffing her tail and her ears were, didn't she say that she's going to keep her tail and ears hidden at least for one day? So the fact that she's showing her tails and ears would mean that she probably tried to hide it, and she realized that these guys know that she's a wolf. So she decided to, show it, because it doesn't matter if she shows or hides her tail, because they already know about it. Something like that, I think. Because yeah, it is very obvious that they knew Hollow was a wolf, was one of these mythical wolves. Otherwise, why would they target Lawrence and Hollow in the first place? Like Richten said, makes no sense. why they would be targeted, because the thing is done. They have already given the information to Richten. Now, like if they really wanted to stop this whole thing, they wouldn't target you guys, because we don't have any reason to help you guys out, because you've already given us information. So it makes no sense why they would target you, if it's not for a personal grudge or for some other reason. So they definitely must have some kind of you definitely must have some kind of a secret that you're not telling us. That's why they targeted Hollow. That is why they targeted you guys, which was obviously the fact that Hollow is this wolf. So yeah. So quite a few things are happening in the background. It seemed like it's going to be a very simple thing about not simple, but it seemed like it's only going to be about this whole money thing, like the coin purity, this and that. But turns out there's a few other stuff going on in the background as well. So yeah, I do wonder what's going to happen now, because a lot of people now know about Hollow's identity. Not only those guys know, the people who captured Hollow know about it, but now Richten also knows about it, and maybe a few people from Millionaire Trading will also know about it later. Who knows? But yeah, a lot of people will know about Hollow's identity. I don't know. What I was expecting. Like I said, it's been a long time ago that I've watched the anime. The first anime, Spice and Wolf. So I remember nothing. So I don't remember this part at all. So I had completely forgotten, even if this whole because in my head I had this thought that, oh, Hollow's identity will probably never go out. They'll keep her identity a complete secret throughout the whole thing. But yeah, obviously that was the intention, but turns out that's not going accordingly, because now Lawrence was forced to tell Richten that, oh, Hollow's this wolf. So interesting. Like I said, I do wonder how this is going to go. I'm sure Richten will probably keep this within, he'll not let this go outside. So he'll probably keep this within the trading company, because as they said, if the church gets to know about this, oh god, it'll be a mess. And also the fact that these guys are keeping them hostage, keeping Hollow a hostage, it makes, at least that would mean that these guys are probably not from the church. If they were from the church, they would probably try to, I don't know, take her to the stake and try to burn her or something. I feel like that's what they would try to do. So the fact that they're making use of Hollow as a hostage means that they're probably not from the church. I don't know. You know what? All these things, I'm sure I'll get all my answers in the next episode. Let's just wait. Yeah, and there you go. That was today's episode. So now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. Yeah. Okay. In the very first scene, we get to say Lawrence is talking to the guy again, Zeren, I think that's his name, and he is speaking to him, and he asks him a lot of questions, and treats him to food and everything, and we see someone is sitting there at a distance, keeping an eye on them. Later, after saying goodbye to Zeren, we get to know that guy was that dude who, that merchant guy who we sold those fur to, and he's like, okay, you know what? Thanks for bringing this to our attention. Yeah, it seems like you were telling the truth, probably. From the looks of things, we'll investigate this guy and see what's happening and what's going on in the background. So okay, a few things we kind of establish here. First of all, number one, this guy Zeren has been going around approaching merchants claiming that the purity or the coin, the value of the coin, after the exchange, the amount of silver in it will increase. So the value in that sense will increase, but the original value of the two coins will still be the same. That whole thing that they're telling. But what's actually going to happen is the purity is going to go down. So why is he doing this? So he must be doing this so that the merchants that he tell these to, they quickly try to sell the coin. Okay, wait a minute, let me think about something. First of all, let me go back and read this section first. Okay, in truth, the value of the coin will go down. They plan to buy all the coin from the merchants who will be in a hurry to sell them. Okay, wait, here's the thing. Merchants will be selling their coins immediately, and then when it's going to increase. And gain a profit from the loss. Wait. So, sell if it goes lesser. Okay, oh god, like I said, these sections are a bit complicated, you know. I'm trying to figure out, like, wait, so, okay, let me go back. Okay, we were dubious initially, but this doesn't seem to be a simple case of fraud. He's been approaching merchants claiming that the value of coin will go up. Yeah, value of coin will go up, making everyone. Oh, here we go. I completely forgot to read this part. Making everyone buy and collect them. But in truth, the value of the coin will go down. They plan to buy all the coins from the merchants who will be in a hurry to sell them. Okay. Oh, okay, wait. Oh, so yeah, obviously, I was kind of confused when I read that part where he said that everyone will be selling. I'm like, why will they be selling? Wouldn't they buy more coins because their values will increase later? Yeah, that's what he says. In the very beginning, that's what he says. So at first, everyone will buy the coins because obviously, if the value increases, the more coins you buy now, with the amount of money you'll be able to buy the amount of coins. Later on, is the amount will, you know, since the value will increase, you're literally increasing that amount, the amount that you invested, because the value will still be the same. Like if you buy 10 coins now, later on, just think that since the value is increasing, the 10 coins, actually the amount of silver will be put in, it will be worth of 20 coins, but the value will still be the 10 coins. So you're literally getting 10 coins value in which there's worth 20 coins of value, if I'm able to explain it. So the 10 coins that you invested will still remain 10 coins, but the material in it will be worth 20 coins. So you buy 10 coins, when the material increases, you sell that out somewhere else and get the extra money. That's why when he's saying all of that is why Lawrence also planned to buy more coins now. But it turns out that's not what's happening. So here we go. He's approaching merchants claiming value of coins will go up, making everyone buy and collect them, but in truth the value of the coin will go down. They plan to buy all coins from the merchants who will be in a hurry to sell them and gain a profit. Okay, so then what they're planning is, like, obviously since people will realize later, like, oh no, the amount of, you know, the amount is not going to increase, but the value will decrease because, you know, like the purity is decreasing. They'll try to sell it off before that happens, or no. But one thing I'm not understanding, when they'll realize the value has decreased, it has already been decreased, so they're going to make a loss either way. So what's the point in selling them off, if you know what I mean, trying to say? Like, here's the thing. If a merchant falls for this trick, buys a lot of coins, and later on he realizes that, oh, the value has, like, purity has gone down, why will he try to sell it then? Because it's done. It's already done. You've already lost your money. So is there any point to sell them now? Like, it's not as if oh no, the value of the purity of the coin are gradually decreasing, aren't they? I see. So okay, wait a minute. So if they realize that it's gradually decreasing, they'll probably try to sell it off before it becomes a bigger loss. Maybe that's what's happening, because I think I remember in the previous episode, Holo established that the coin's purity are gradually decreasing. It's not like abrupt decrease. It's gradually decreasing. So when the merchants will realize that they have been tricked, that the value will not increase but it's actually gradually decreasing, they'll try to quickly sell it off to make the minimum loss. And that is when they will buy all that money, and from their loss they'll turn it into a gain. Because obviously, because yeah, now they'll get, yeah, okay, I understand. Like, it might not be clear in my head, but I can understand what's happening. Yeah, so here we go. That is why, okay, when the value of the coin will go down, they plan to buy all the coins from the merchants who will be in a hurry to sell them. There you go. Yeah, one part was confusing me here. I was like, why would they sell it if it's already done? But no, if it's gradual decrease, then it would make sense why they would try to hurriedly sell it, because the more they keep it, the more it will go down. It's kind of like the stock market, like that kind of thing, I guess. It makes sense. Right. So okay. And they're going to use that to gain a profit from the merchant's losses. Right. The profits of the mastermind will be enormous, and obviously, yeah, the people behind this, they'll turn a lot, because they're not only targeting one person, they're targeting multiple people. Multiple people will do this, and they'll gain money from this. The merchants who were fooled won't announce their losses. Makes sense, since it may affect their reputation, so this will be quiet. The story about the silver coin will not go public, and the mastermind will be able to collect large amount of silver coins without anyone's knowledge. True. Also, as they say, nobody will try, like, if one merchant figures out that, oh no, it's going to go in a loss now, the purity is decreasing, if he told everyone, then that would be another thing completely. A lot of other people who probably fell for this, they'd probably quickly sell it off as well, and they would be saved from making more loss out of it, from it. But obviously the merchant won't tell this to anyone because of the reputation loss, so they'll keep it to themselves. So a lot of merchants who would have realized this, if that merchant told everyone, they won't realize, and they'll probably realize it way later in the way later, when they've, like, when the loss amount has increased, and then they'll be like, oh my god, what the hell. So yeah, so this whole thing will be kept quiet, which is also going to magnify the losses, which in turn will increase the mastermind's profits. Okay. It's also, okay, here we go. Now, obviously this guy is like, I'm also quite curious about what they will do with all the silver that they'll gather. Yeah. So, all these things, okay. Okay, I kind of understand now, even though everything's not crystal clear, I still understand what's happening. I think it's good enough. Like, let me just keep watching. I'll probably understand more as the episodes go. I'll speak to the higher officials in the trading company about it. Okay, this part is kind of funny because he says it's all about experience, just like the scent of those Marten furs. So yeah, obviously he was kind of implying here that, yeah, I realized you guys tricked me, but it's all well and good. It's like I gained experience from it. Right, I don't know, or maybe not. Like, he says, like, it's gonna mean two things. Either he's genuinely saying that it's all about experience, just like the scent on the Marten furs. Genuinely he's like, oh yeah, like, you guys showed me a new thing over there, so thanks for that. Or he realizes that they tricked him. That's where he's kind of sarcastically telling them, without telling them that, oh, I know what you guys did there, but it's all about experience, so it's fine. As Lawrence said, a good merchant won't get angry at this. They'll probably take it, use treat this as an experience for themselves. Right. Okay. So after that, they go back home. Holo says, do you think they'll make it? Even if your assumptions are correct, we will not gain any benefit from the Millionaire Trading Company. Does not move quickly enough. That's true. And Lawrence is like, oh, it's fine. The Millionaire Trading Company has thrived on a foreign land. Ability to seize opportunities will be top notch. Okay, all that. And he's kind of like rocking the chair. And Holo's like laughing. And Lawrence is like, why are you laughing? And she's like, oh no, like, I knew someone before who used to kind of act just like you, like rocking the chair, and he would like end up tumbling quite grandly. And he's like, oh, who's that? And she's like, oh, he was one of my friends. my very first friends. And Lawrence is like, the one who asked you to bring bountiful wheat harvests? And she's like, yeah, he was truly a fool. I was often speechless. Oh, she also said that he was one of the people who wasn't scared after seeing her wolf form. And she like goes to sleep, and then she suddenly gets up, and then she's like, oh, I feel like I had something to tell you, but I don't remember. And he's like, okay, when you remember, you tell me. And she's like, okay, and she goes to sleep again. Right, and then the next day we meet Richten. So Richten is like, oh, we know, we investigated the whole thing, and yeah, you are correct. So Lawrence says, so you know who's behind Zeren? And he says like, yeah, a trading company called the Medio Trading, or Medio Trading, backing them. They're the leading crop dealer in Pazio, and they have many shipping vessels as well. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Pazio. Is this the... What was the name of Hollow's... Oh no, Pazio is the other... Oh, okay. No, I kind of forgot. Okay, yeah, and I mixed up the names. I was thinking what, like, Pazio, like, the Pazio. Okay, Pazio is the other one. I think in the previous episode we saw Pazio. Is that place, the place where we went. Right. Yeah. Okay. So they're from there. All right. So Richten is like, but it's not easy for them to completely like, like carry this out. There must be a noble behind it. So he's like, don't worry about it. We'll make our moves quickly, so everything will be okay. And then Lawrence is like, let's talk about our shares. So now, from the calculations, Lawrence thinks that he'll at least get 2,000 coins from it. And he's like, if you get that much, then I can make like a little, like a place where we can, like a what is it called? Like a store. Yeah. And yeah, I can sell stuff there. Okay, so Hollow's not feeling good. She's feeling like tipsy from the hangover and all that. Yeah, and then they go back, and Lawrence is like sketching the place, the little store, and Hollow's like, oh wow, this is quite nice. And he's like, yeah, like I'm just making something. It's like something I've thought in my head. I'll make it like this. And he talks about, and Hollow's like, will you really like stop traveling? And Lawrence talks about how, like, being a merchant means less amount of people, even though you have a great connection of people that you know or are acquaintances with, you don't get, make closer bonds with them because you're just always traveling. Yeah, your network will be huge, but they'll be shallow level. Once you, and that's what he says, once you stay like, in a store and like you'll become a part of that place, the village, you'll become close friends with other people, you'll connect with people. And he also says like, then it'll be like, easier to find a wife and all that stuff. And then Hollow's like, oh, but I'll be at a loss because, like, if you don't travel, then I'll be alone. I'll have to travel alone. And at first Lawrence is like, oh, but you'll get enough money from this, so you won't have problem traveling alone. But Hollow's like, that's not the point. My point is, I'll be alone again, and there again won't be people. And she says that I'm tired of being alone, and it makes sense. Like, obviously she's a long living creature, and all the people that she grow close to, they just leave her eventually. So, and she talks about how she's seeing nightmares whenever she gets up. She doesn't see the people that she knows, like, some names she brings up, and Paro, Muri, they're all gone. Yeah, and she says, I guess I don't want to be alone anymore. And then in the end, Lawrence is like, you know what? Yeah, like I like I just made that thing as a, like it's not, obviously it's not concrete that like whatever I'm thinking is going to happen exactly like that. And even if that exactly was happen, if I'm even if I'm able to make like a place, it'll probably take a while for that to happen. Not only that, it'll probably, I'll get enough time to go on alongside with you for the rest of the journey. And yeah, so it's not concrete, it's just a dream that I have. So so it's fine, it's not immediately happening, like I'll take you home, I'll travel with you throughout the way. And at which he then brings up the paper and gives it to Hollow to like wipe her tears. And you know yeah, so and he's like, it's fine, like it's okay, like I'll like, and for now, like, yeah, I'll think about all of that later, you know so for now we're continuing this journey, obviously. And yeah, and then they go to sleep. Oh, here, oh, before going to sleep, like, he goes in, and then Hollow remembers here that, oh, I remember what I needed to tell you. There's people targeting you, they're outside. And so they immediately think that it's probably people from the Medio, like, like that whole trading company. They have sent people. Now, what's very interesting? I never thought about it, like, unless and until Richten pointed it out. Why would they target them? If it's like that much of, like, it's like a company and everything, would they really target them for personal grudge? Obviously not, unless and until, as Richten says, they have some leverage over over them. They wouldn't target him. So I never thought about it. I just thought that, oh, they're targeting him because they leaked the information. Yeah, they leaked the information, and that's it. Now targeting them does nothing. Because the information has already been told to Richten, and Richten and his group are already taking measures to take care of the situation. So targeting Lawrence and Hollow makes no sense. Actually, I never thought about that at that moment, I guess. Anyways, Hollow's like, come with me. They jump down the thing, the window, and start running. And she tells Lawrence to keep a little bit of wheat with himself, just in case. And she keeps a little bit of, obviously she has her wheat pouch with her as well. So there you go. And then they come to a situation where, oh, they also talk about, like, Lawrence talks about, what does she talks about? Wait a minute, like going shopping or something. Wait a minute. Yeah, let's go shopping. I'll buy you like a hairbrush or something like that, she says. Um, Either way, and then they come, and I knew that they will be like just waiting in front of the like that place, so that they cannot go further on. So they're stuck now. So Hollow, in the end, Hollow's like, don't worry about it. We split up here. Or what's going to happen is, like, I'm going to go and distract them, and then you go to the trading company and talk to them. Talk to Richten, because if you get captured, then you cannot negotiate with them. Like, if it wouldn't really, yeah, like, it'll be troublesome, more troublesome. So me acting as the decoy makes more sense, and I'm more faster than you. I can get away here quickly. Obviously, Lawrence wasn't like keen on this idea, because Hollow is hiding her identity, her ears and tails. At which Hollow's like, don't worry about it. I can keep my ears and tails hidden for a day, if need be. Yeah, so a very interesting line she says here. Where's that part? Just a minute, I need to find that part. Okay, here we go. I just won't get caught, and even if I get caught, I should be able to hide my ears and tails for a day or so. Okay, just come save me in that time. Here we go. You wish to open a store with the money you earn. And I told you I owed you a big favor. Are you trying to make me an ungrateful wolf? No, not this part. Where's that part where she says, okay, you'll be, oh, here we go. You'll be killed if they catch you. There's no way it'll match your debt. And she says that, loneliness is a disease that leads to death, it matches well enough. So yeah, so she says, like, when Lauren says that obviously if they catch you they'll kill you, so your my debt for, like, compared to that is nothing, so you cannot compare these two, at which she says, like, loneliness is a thing that will lead you to eventual death. So yeah, it's comparable. So she literally, what with this line, what she means is that if, like, Lawrence and he get separated, obviously she'll be alone again, and that will eventually lead to, as she says, her death. So she doesn't, so that is what she's comparing to this. So that's why she compares these two things, like, because if Lawrence gets captured, she might get separated, and Hollow says that I'd rather try to be the decoy and, bet on the chance that you're going to save me than just you getting captured and probably taken somewhere, which will eventually, like, yeah, make us, like, which will make us separated. So I don't want that. So I'd rather take the gamble and act as a decoy to save you. Because yeah, like, I'd rather take that bet than be alone, something like that. Right, so after that, like, Hollow, like, rushes off, and then Lawrence quickly goes, and here he was in a little bit of a trouble where he goes and bangs the door, and it's like, open, and but tries to open it, but it's like locked. The people come in and like surround him, and he's kind of in a trouble, but then someone from the inside grabs him and takes him in. And when these guys come and start banging the door, they're like, oh, you guys are hitting this place. So, like, he's like, hitting this is as if you're disrespecting his highness, the Grand Duke, because this is under him. So if we do that, then we'll have a problem. And they start blowing the whistle, more like security comes in, and those guys, they realize it's not worth the trouble, so they run away. And yeah, and then Lawrence goes and talks to Richten, and Richten here tells, like, you're telling me all of this, but have you thought about this situation in a bit, like, like, with a calm head? Why are they targeting you? Because you've already given us the information. Here we go. He says, think about it. We are already collecting the coins. Yeah. Can they stop anything by taking the two of you hostages? Very good point, We are already collecting 20 silver coins, which means we already have fully understand the deal happening behind the scenes. Yeah. If you hadn't told us what kind of money-making scheme it was, and only told us to collect the 20 silver coins, there would be some use in taking you companion hostage. Yeah, because obviously then they would have a reason to help Lawrence out, because Lawrence would otherwise be like, oh, like, I haven't told you why you're collecting the 20 silver coins, and I'm not going to tell that unless and until you help Hollow out. So yeah, it would make sense. So he would have a leverage, and using that leverage, they would try to make like a deal with Richten. So there would be a reason for taking Hollow or Lawrence hostage in that type of situation. However, no, he's given every information to them. They know and understands what's happening, and they've already started collecting the coins. So why have they captured your companion? You're hiding something, Lawrence. That's literally what he says. Or you're not understanding and you're not giving us the full information. What is it? Tell me, what type of leverage do you still have, with you that they're trying to make use of? Like, at the beginning, I wasn't understanding what he's trying to say with this. Like, he's talking about leverage and everything. I'm like, what is he talking about? But then in the end, I realized, like, oh, they're talking about Hollow's identity, because that's literally the leverage. Okay. And by this time, Lawrence is like, oh my god, like, what should I do? And he's like given up all hope, and he's like leaving, but he's like, Richten is like, stop, like, like, let me, like, finish. And he said, like, I see your companion is very dear to you. If it was my wife, I would act the same as well. Okay. So you must understand the situation correctly. Even though you guys don't have anything going for you, you don't have any type of leverage, they still targeted you. That must mean you have some kind of leverage against us. Yeah. Does anything come to mind? Okay, yeah, like I said, I was still wasn't getting what he's trying to say here, because it never crossed my mind, like that they would try to use Hollow being a wolf as a leverage, you know, like it never crossed my mind. So I still wasn't understanding. I was trying to think like, oh, maybe something else, maybe, but it still wasn't crossing my mind. But then in the end, when the letter comes in, and when, like in the letter it's written, what was written? Where you go? Just a minute. We have the wolf. The door of the church is always open. Oh no, they are from the church. Okay, wait. So I was thinking that maybe they're not from the church, because if they were from the church, they would probably take Hollow and immediately, like, like take her and to the stake, or burn her, or try to do something like that. They would definitely not go for some kind of negotiation or anything like that. But they are, I guess they are from the church. We have the wolf. The door of the church is always open. There you go. Close the doors with those. Close the doors with those in your house to keep the wolf out. Yeah, and obviously there's a little bit of Hollow's fur over there. And that is when Lawrence is like, my companion Hollow is a wolf deity, or incarnation of a wolf deity, who brings bountiful harvest. At which Richten is very surprised. Like I said, I think Richten probably knows Hollow or has heard of Hollow. Otherwise, he wouldn't react like that. He reacted as if he, like, something really surprised him from that. So yeah, maybe next episode we'll get more information and see what's happening. Yeah, there you go. That was today's episode. So a lot of questions I still have. Like I said, like who's oh, and in the end, that scene we saw where Hollow is like growling, and like, her tail is fluffing. She's growling at the person. And someone comes down, and they have like a whole hood on top of them. And Hollow looks at them. Hollow's like, "It's you." So who knows who that is? Yeah, but like I was saying, I have understood obviously most of the stuff, but there's a lot of questions that I still have, which I feel like will be eventually answered. Obviously, one of the questions is like what is the intention of the people who captured Hollow? Like, what are they trying to do? Obviously, they've sent a letter to Lawrence, which would mean that they're trying to negotiate something. And from the letter, it seems like they're from the church, but I'm not really sure. And if they are from the church, what are they even trying to negotiate with us? So all these questions, like yeah, like let's wait. Like, next episode will probably give us all the answers. Either way, that is it. That was my reaction to this episode, and yeah, things are not looking good. But let's see what Lawrence does, and let's see what Richten does after, now that he knows like what's happening and Hollow's identity. So thanks for watching, guys. This was my reaction to episode number 4. Yeah, episode number 4 of Spice and Wolf. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Spice and Wolf. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.